Looks like you got a good one. Where'd Reed go?
Just gave it a wee poke and release.
It's not as bad. The other one's flatter than
I
this
just
one.
turned it in a
But
wee here and release. So I gave it a wee push.
oh, okay, thanks.
We're the only team to do it. Super box.
Was it? Same as the last one I hit less.
Just a difference. I think it's probably it was on the same path before we got going.
He must have paid the last one, so hopefully I'll gauge up the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that? Someone?
They're in my desk.
Oh. Someone?
Okay.
My cat sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll bet.
No. You read Carruthers? Yeah, I think that it has been the same, but we will mention it.
Keep applying pressure.
He's already
He's a
lost.
wee bit thicker.
Huh?
Just keep around the car.
He's a wee bit thicker, so keep applying pressure.
Okay. Perfect.
Even thought
Okay.
I'd been here for another game still.
Okay. They're streaming on YouTube. They haven't
Has he
started.
done this? I think he's going to do the payment.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started then.
Up there as well.
Ready?
No, if you like that, you want to be payable with top, it's flat under the. Sorry? He's done this one. So he's gonna do
Welcome to
another
the
one.
Ashley Home Store Curling Classic at the beautiful Penticton Curling Club. My name is Sherry Burkilo Diaz, and at my side is Cy Gladish. Our feature game tonight is Carruthers versus Paterson in this semi-final game. Hi, Cy.
Hi, Sherry. Glad to be here with you, and here we are in the quarters, and asked to say a few words about the game and how it's progressing in between
No.
Paterson and
Lights get called.
you can sure hear these guys over top of us here. So Paterson, Carruthers, and Sheet C here at the Penticton Curling Club.
Running.
You bet.
Lights perfect.
So,
Still
Cy,
running
are
a
these
bit.
guys
Lights
doing
perfect.
a draw to the button to determine who goes first, like they've done in previous games?
No, they aren't, Sherry. The draw to the button is determined by who gets the hammer. It's determined by their record.
I don't know. Turkeyed it.
That's a pretty nice shot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Thanks.
We're really excited to be here for this quarterfinal. I want to send a big thank you out to all the teams who have traveled to our second annual Ashley Home Store Curling Classic. This is
Had to get
wonderful to
extra
have
dialed
so
in.
many teams from so many places, and getting down to the last
Yeah, the ice made it.
the semifinal game, and tomorrow we'll be broadcasting this is the quarterfinal game. Tomorrow we'll be broadcasting the semi and the finals.
It needs too much message from everybody. Keep things nice and tidy. Rapido.
Game is just about to start right away. Take a moment and introduce you to Team Paterson, made up of Skip Ross Paterson. Third is Kyle Waddell. Second is Duncan Menzies. And lead is Michael Goodfellow. A strong group of curlers who each team comes into this with a record of 4-1. Four wins, 1 loss.
That's right, Sherry. And of course, the Paterson team is Mr. Paterson played with Brewster from Scotland, and they were the Scottish champions in 2016. Scottish have really made some inroads in curling, and of course, curling was invented there, they claim. So they have a lot of history in Scotland. And recently, Mr. Mowat and his team from Scotland have won the European Championships on the men's side. And on the ladies' side, the Swedish team of Anna Hasselberg has won the ladies' European Championships.
And that was just this weekend, which is why we don't have some of those European teams that we had here last year. Isn't that right?
That's correct. You know, it's unfortunate in some ways, but certainly have a very, very good lineup, as good as lineup as could be expected for any WCT here in Penticton, British Columbia.
Looks like we have Team Paterson taking first rock, so Reed Carruthers has the hammer. I'd like to introduce you to Team Carruthers, led by Skip Reed Carruthers. Third is Mike McEwen, who calls the game. Second is Derek Samagowski, and lead is Colin Hodgson.
Yeah, we got Michael Goodfellow here throwing the first rock. Michael's got some claim to fame. He played with David Murdoch and won the 2014 Civil Medal. So been around for a while, and certainly you like that kind of experience from a lead. It's nice to see.
Well, because these guys have been so exciting to watch all weekend long so far. So I think this will be a tight game. I think we'll see a great score and just some great shots being played. I really look forward to seeing this. And here's lead Colin Hodgson.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Colin's being asked to make a draw around that center guard.
Oh, honey. Take it toss.
Pretty nice shot there. Comes out the other side a little bit. Dead center line. Get this game started in a fashion that you haven't seen too many times, Sherry. A lot of the teams have been very not as aggressive for sure as we see here in the first end.
That's okay. Just need full floor. Push. Push. Wait, line's good. Line's okay, just KO in. Line's good. Line. 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 Whoa, whoa, just keep on the road. Line, 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 line. Shot. Good.
Colin Goodfellow with a very nice shot there. Lead up into the 4 foot there.
Thank you.
Mike McEwen happy to mix it up here a little bit. Another draw. Like to get a freeze here in the top of the 4 foot somewhere.
Whoa! Whoa, Reed! Whoa! Room! That's good! Whoa! Hunter! 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 Whoa! 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 Reed! Reed! Go! 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 Good. Nice shot. Pistol.
Nice shot there.
Try and need to get inside. You happy? Let's turn. Okay. I threw it. Top 4. Sorry about that. everyone's happy now.
Both teams trying to get the angles here and get the angles right in the rock's position in the right area here. Nice to see him play in the 4 foot in the first end.
Has a name, you know it.
Whoa, in. Whoa, it's got lots of room. Mike. It's got a curl a mile. Yep, yep, yep. Rub off. Yep, yep. It's got to rub it then. It's going to rub. Okay. Their teammate.
Lots of rocks here early. Mike McEwen's trying to sort it out here.
Carruthers throwing the red rocks.
Yeah, I think they'd like to push this back a little bit or freeze on top.
Just tickle it. Take it just through. Even if you end up doing this. Okay.
So we have 4 games on the sheets, obviously, in this quarterfinal. On sheet B, we have Gunlickson versus Botcher. On sheet D, Dunstone versus Cooey, and sheet E, Muirhead versus Thomas. Everyone vying for a spot in those playoffs.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa! Just move that leg. Stop. Okay.
Mike McEwen asked Derek to move that blue rock, and Scottish team is prepared to play this game for sure. They could make a double here and roll to the inside.
What weight you need?
Take control of the
What
forefoot.
weight you need to get inside?
The blue on the back of the button is quite vulnerable.
Okay.
Red
That's a
rock
shot.
is easily promoted.
First end on sheet B is complete, with Gunlickson taking a single point over Botcher in the first end.
Duncan Menzies here.
Push line! Hard! Whoa! Line! Hard!
Pretty close to the guard.
Hard! Whoa, yep.
Very nice result.
Great control on that weight.
Derek peeling off that center guard.
It's not a bad situation.
We can always run it in.
Yeah, if we can do it late, would be good. Don't need to make that early.
Push the line. Green. Line's good. Tight. Line's getting back. Line's good. Tight. Slow. Easy. Just clean.
Kyle replacing that guard. Brothers weak. Mike McEwen. Happy to move that guard off the center line. Hopefully removing it from play.
One more.
Nice shot there from Reed Carruthers.
At the end of the first end, both Dunstone and Coey blanked the end, as well as sheet E. Muirhead and Thomas was a blank first end.
Big sweep here by the Scottish team. Rock's in a nice position there, but perhaps a little bit high. Choice here. Mike McEwen taking no chances here, asking Reed Carruthers to remove the stone again.
I'm not too worried. A pretty reasonable goal at it.
I haven't got cards. No.
Paterson team deciding whether to throw up another guard or make a move in those rings.
Yeah. Okay. Let's guard the first one.
I don't know. He kind of looked like he might be guarding, but
I think they got a few choices here, but I like what they're doing here. Get another rock in play there. They may be able to promote later in the end.
yeah.
Sorry?
I think he's guarding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be able to go by field.
I agree.
It's quite. Oh, KO it.
That's
KO
right side,
18.
coming down to the first of the skipped rocks.
Transfer will be good on that.
We want to keep the one back there so one of the reds jams.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, don't move him up.
Ross Paterson here would like to get another rock in play somewhere.
Whoa. Got a Carl.
Looks like to be over curling a bit, but decided on the guard. Like to split.
Yep.
Get a little bite of the center line. Very nicely done.
Nice place.
Those rocks at the top of the house are slightly on an angle.
Yeah,
so
I think we have to peel.
very difficult to remove it with the outturn here.
I mean, he probably rips the back, right? He's shot for one.
And then we've got a card this side. Your shots, ultimately. It's slippy behind here now that they've put the paper on.
Even though there's a lot of rocks in play here, I think it's fairly conservative by these
That's
teams.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just smashed it and everything goes. Okay.
Michael moved this guard, I think.
Yeah.
Just be careful, remind that we don't leave an angle to it.
Nicely placed guard, making some movement in the house a little tougher.
Yeah, I think Mike has an option to hit this kind of on the nose here, bash things up there and move a lot of rocks around. He has the ability to get rid of a lot of granite here. He could probably remove at least 3 rocks here if he hits this on the nose. Not sure that's exact call here, but front end's making sure everything's nice and clean. It's a regiment that is very important in the game.
Nope.
So he's going to run that front off of there.
He does want to finish bang on the centre.
A couple of schools of thought here. You could split this center line and see if Mike McEwen could throw enough weight to
I don't know if I like playing this because
move that
it's going to be
move that around and
Yeah.
perhaps move the blue one to the wings a bit. They're not lined up great if the Scottish team could get this dead on the center line. The other choice would be just hit that one in the back 4.
Yeah.
Then everything would be removed fairly easily.
then you just playing that. also risky that if we it's so straight, you can't pass those between. Yeah, something must have happened, I don't know. Well, my gut was, if we're talking about giving up 2, if you guard here with the same one, he's still got a tough shot for that 2, doesn't he? He's still got the 2. If you pick that off, he's still got a shot, same shot for 2, really, isn't it? If we guard
like
or not.
getting rid of that red one in the back end there.
It's the same shot, you know. If you
Ends
put one
up
up,
to be
it's
a blank,
still
it's not a big thing.
It's easy.
That's right. Put the number in the scoring area.
Yeah, I think so. You happy?
I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to Ashley Home Store for continuing to be our support as our main sponsor. Thank you so much, Ashley Home Store. A great place to shop in Penticton.
You like to play the run for 2.
That's for sure.
I think
This is home, the Ashley Home Store, the logo. This is home. They have a beautiful store here in Penticton, and as well they have a couple of stores up the valley here. They're great addition to our team here as a platinum sponsor.
Very tight.
Easy in this play, like easier. Normal math.
Whoa. No. Easy. Whoa. Whoa.
Very nice shot here. I like totally splitting the center line.
Yeah.
Leaving Mike a difficult shot to slide that blue rock from the top end out the back end.
I'll turn the half. Oh, he's sweeping that.
Mike can probably see about half of that rock.
Yeah, he's got at least half there, but it's cornered quite a bit. So to get it to go out, probably not the shot he's going to try here. I think he's cap it back a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't really ever worried that it was going to overthrow.
Not sure what the shot is here, the shot called is here, Sherry, but it appears as though I'm going to be throwing a big bunch of weight here and just.
I think that's close, maybe, boys. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, pure. 15 for sure in this spot, eh? Okay.
Mike very meticulously places his foot in that hack on the balls of his foot on the top of the hack. Get a good leg drive here.
Should just ignore that and tip our shouldn't we? Take that, I think it's away. No. Derek! Derek!
Paterson steals 1 point in the first end.
That's a bit of a surprise, Sherry,
Really
but one is not a big thing. It's the old adage. It's a pretty cheap hammer, and they go to the even ends now with the hammer. It's opportunity to make 2, so not a big concern, I don't think.
Maybe get a feel for that ice in that spot.
Yeah, I think it looked like Mike threw it pretty good. It just didn't come up. Maybe he was looking for a little tick there, but I'm sure they're not totally disappointed with the outcome.
A bit of both. Too much ice and just high side.
Yeah, I kind of questioned the ice there at the beginning with any kind of weight, but learning curve here, I guess, like you say, Sherry.
That's right. I think it just a bit of a learning curve as they get used to this ice. There might be a bit of a straight spot there that they didn't know about, but now they do, and here we go in the second end.
Well, the boys throw it so clean, it's tough to get a lot of curl, and the way they throw it, they don't ever go over 12 o'clock here. Nice and smooth there again.
Line's okay, got our head high. No, line's good. Line's good. Just here, Tipper. Just here. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Good, guys. 16-5, mate. Nice.
The time referred to on the clock at 16:05 is from hog to hog, and that's been a pretty customary speed here at Penticton. The ice is
It's just halfway.
pretty quick.
Just halfway.
We're finding teams
Should be good.
throwing about 15 and a half or so, or 15-3 to 15 and a half to the tee line. Carruthers team here trying to get some rocks in play. Get the corner guard set up.
No. Right off, Derek. Right off.
Try to make the two.
In. No. Don't touch. Don't touch. It's already too tight. Okay. It's not bad. It's good.
Paterson happy to put a few rocks in play and be able to maneuver things around and stay away from the two, maybe get a force here in the second end.
Quick update for you on the Cooey-Dunstone game. First end was a blank. Second end resulted in a
Line's
single
good.
point for Dunstone of Saskatchewan over Cooey's Calgary team.
Line. Whoa. You're good. Okay. Just let it chew. Let it chew, Kel. It's just Kel only if anyone. If anyone, it's 15-2. Easy, Kel. Easy. Hold it there. Easy. Good sweep.
Very, very nice draw there. Just a top button, dead buried. Carruthers team here trying to set up the angles.
Yep. Hard. Clean.
Freeze on the nose here. Even a little bump's not the end of the world.
Okay. It's not bad.
Nice shot there.
You got enough to kill it, or you just want to go here?
Okay.
There. Okay.
Oh God, it's
Mike was 15-2.
faster and straighter than we're used to.
Skipper here, Ross Paterson, calling for a 15-2 draw. Freeze. Close to the button here somewhere would be awesome.
Whoa then. Not yet. Close. Whoa. Close. Line. Whoa. Line. Whoa. You can, mate.
Very nice here shot here by Scotland,
Okay.
pushing that rock
14-4.
behind the tee line.
14-4.
Controlling the left side of the forefoot. Michael,
Not bad, though.
I'd like to try to clean this up, I think.
It shows wheels, like
Even if
pretty
it
positive
moves
on them, but
this
they're coming
only,
down just now there. I like the weight you're giving them, boys. It's like 15-2, your second
I'd like to
one.
make a
I
contact,
don't know
I
if the
think,
boys are
with
telling you
something
the
in
whole
the
balls, but I'm
forefoot
telling
here.
you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Information to you. Okay, no problem. Okay, no worries.
Mike McEwen's changed his line here. I think he's like to have a draw, freeze, on, get a piece of the button here, and maybe force Ross to tap his own rock back or freeze on top of them. Reed Carruthers getting set. Peek out from under the brim of his hat here. His patented toe slide there.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
I'm telling you, when I worked up there,
Just glue it. Just glue it. Glue it. Nice shot. Beautiful.
Very nice shot by Reed Carruthers.
That was Derek.
Oh, sorry,
As
Derek.
if we play that
Derek?
shot
Sorry.
and actually make it, we set up a double peel and the end's over.
So a little update for you on Sheet B. Gunnlaugson stole a single point in the second end for a score of 2-0 over Botcher in the third end. And the Muirhead Thomas game continues to be blank. No score up
Same
yet.
way, it's close. 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 Go. Yep. Go. Yep. Hard. 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 Gotta go hard. 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 Good.
Duncan Menzies puts a very, very nice rock in there.
Carruthers rock still sitting shot.
Mike would like to make contact with those two in the front forefoot, make them go away, run back the guard.
I think we've got to guard that one.
Still a good shot.
I think we've got to guard this side.
Patterson team will try to put a good guard up
Right
here
now
again.
he can crack that. Spill all the blues. There. Happy this hand.
I'd like to get this rock just right side of the center line. Guard position.
You throw it out there you want. Unless it sits on this side of the line, right? Then you throw it out.
Nice smooth release there, not a lot of rotation.
Push. Yep. Line. Line. Okay, over and up, Ben. Over and up, over and up. Sit.
With the lighter rotation,
Okay.
the rock tends to curl a little
Good
bit
weight.
more. Very successful shot though.
I'm sure these players adjust for that. Given arena ice, they give a lot more rotation.
Yeah, it seems that in today's game, the rotation has become a big thing. Sometimes they use a little less rotation and sometimes a little bit more, trying to keep the rock a little straighter and travel farther. Still some risk here if he tries to double on the front, double those blue rocks off the front of the forefoot. Probably crashes and puts their red rock behind the tee line. So they choose to get rid of the guard here again. Very nice shot there again. Reed Carruthers.
One. Yeah, what? Just try and almost guard this one. It hits that one. Eh? Yeah.
Could throw another
Just
guard
need
here.
an inch more ice, eh? I think I gave you here. I could probably give you middle of the stone. Like that. Seems like all quite nice.
Always concerned about making a move too early and giving the opposition a chance to freeze into a pocket or cut him down to one. Soft weight shot here.
Line's good. Line's good. Well, line's good. Yep.
Probably want this a little bit deeper than the
Yep.
rate that's
Whoa.
shown.
Yep. Mate. Hard.
Like it to curl a little bit more.
Okay. Good. Sorry, Bruin.
Yeah.
Gain 17 and a half.
Still a very useful guard here.
It's not as good now. Like if you actually make the run, it's not as good now. Huh? I don't see how that's gonna work.
All going on in ground was good.
Hey, you're talking about nutting it.
Sure, Mike would like to move this blue rock or
We'll
freeze
do
to
it
this
as
blue
long as
rock
you
on the top of the eighth.
You've done the right thing. You've covered the right
8
side.
foot.
Well, the rock's super lively. If I hit it in the right spot, this will go. If you hit it in the right spot.
So it's either the run there or that run, right, boys?
I don't like that run.
The blue?
Well, the problem is, even if you make it, these are going to be sitting like right here. Let's get
It's
that.
the same with
To be
this,
honest,
it's the same with this shot too, the one that I call. Because if I click this, it's not.
even if you make this Hodge, and then he plants it, we're like this. This gets kicked, I guess here, and then he freeze taps into a pocket. It's bad. Well, I'm just saying I don't like this run. It's probably peel it or you play this. You probably peel that.
Still done the job.
I think the McEwen rink would, or the Carruthers rink, I should say, McEwen's called, Reed, they'd like to move that rock in the, that blue rock in the front 8 foot somewhere, and move things around. Those rocks are in a very strategic spot for the Scotland team.
Absolutely. Looks pretty tricky out there.
Hopefully we get a force out of it.
So these guys are being really thoughtful and taking their time and being really considerate about where they're putting those rocks.
Oh, green, good.
And decides to peel that guard.
The Scottish team may decide to move in a little bit further here, and
There's a lot of bad stuff that could have happened there.
I think they're in a pretty good position here. Not to move things around too much.
That's only. I like it. Okay. I gave you the first one over here, second one over here. So I think I delete speed in it. A few more feet running. Yep. Just a couple more feet than Kyle.
Penticton Curling Club would like to take this opportunity to thank their gold sponsors, New Floors, Cascades
Take
Casino,
off a few feet from last time.
Tim Hortons, Murray GMC, and Days Inn.
Okay.
Thank you for your continued support for this event and throughout the year.
Yes, Sherry, it's remarkable to have so many great sponsors here. As we said before, very difficult to do without these sponsors.
Halfway.
Love that line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
They don't want this rock to over curl here.
Love.
High is fine.
Easy.
Hopefully not over the center line. If the Carruthers team could make this double and stick their shooter, certainly cuts down the opportunity for a steal. Keeping in mind that both the red rocks in the 4 foot would be behind the tee line.
I can hit a half.
Still a bit of a dicey
at most.
situation.
I'm probably going to hit a third. A third, this is still going. Yeah, I know. I know, we're the same. Well, this is gonna plant. This is gonna be like full tee, so he's gonna have to move it to be shot. If he makes it, we're not even gonna score.
Problem being here, if they don't move one of those red foot rocks on the back of the 4-foot,
One thing.
Scottish team come down there, plant one right on there.
If we make this
Difficult
and he
to
makes
score.
a good one, I'm not gonna have a shot.
These angles started really early in the end, and certainly are to the advantage of the Scottish team.
Yeah, we can't give him that. Can't afford a steal, and if I play it now, and he makes a good one, well, I'm gonna have this for 2. Well, the problem is we make it now, we're hoping he doesn't make his shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I like the call to rack things around there. Still got an opportunity to score as one, tie the game. Peel discard.
Clean.
As we expect, Mike McEwen makes a very routine peel from the center line.
I don't think so. Even worst case scenario, I hit this and roll out. It's a harder shot for 2. It's not a gimme. Eh?
They could tap their bull and back into the pocket here.
What's that?
The one on the top of the 4-foot.
Or just make that one go away and ask him how he's going to get his 2. As long as that one goes, it's pretty tough for him to get his 2.
Check if I play. Check if I play barrier at middle, that's fine.
There's some
Barrier
risk of
middle.
giving up 2 here with this shot they're looking at now.
Yeah. I know.
Just be careful, we don't need one. We can see the low set for 2.
Mikey, he's
We
got a
happen
shot
to
for
hit
2.
this a
If he
little bit
scores 2,
early,
you
they
say I'm
could
not
give
balling.
up 3.
Hold on a minute, boys. The worst thing we can do here is hit nose or high, because that's 3.
Yeah.
That is fine, in my opinion.
Such skilled throwers. We'll see what they
And we have to
decide.
take negative heights.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting the inside, so you don't want to take too much enough to wait.
I think we're still barrier. We're probably quite comfortable with that, aren't we? Yeah.
Little update for you on the Muirhead Thomas game has seen 3 blanked ends, so the score still sits at 0.
Barrier. So I risk. Hey boys, let's make it.
The Muirhead team here, another team from Scotland, has proved to be the top-ranked team here again in Penticton.
So excellent that these teams travel so far and come out to play.
Nice barrier!
See Team Gunlickson next to us. This is their 3rd game today to get here.
Hard! Sometimes it's a grueling battle.
Gets rid of 1.
It's a nice shot, even if he hits it on the nose. Probably the guard on the wings there on your left 4-foot, the blue rock there, will outscore the shooter.
Pretty close.
He could draw to the
So where were we drawing?
4-foot here and make his 2. Very difficult shot.
Okay, just a little bit more, not a lot.
Nice waiting job here by the Carruthers team, and Mike McEwen skipping his way to an opportunity to make 2 and take the lead here.
Yep.
Botcher took 2 points in the 3rd end. score on that game now is tied against Gunlickson
They've
at 2
thrown a lot of
points.
guards here, so I gotta think it's gonna be this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Line's good! Line's good. See it, boys. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on. Go, boys.
Sweeper's working really hard to get that in there to the button.
Pretty close, Sherry.
That second. There. Oh,
Nice effort there. That track hadn't seen a lot of effort, a lot of work there, Sherry, so kind of dug in there a little bit at the end, a little early in the game. Sure the Sweepers can get that there and a little later in the game. Going back to Muirhead there, you know, he did defeat our last year's champion, Kevin Cooey, in a game here earlier in Penticton where he made a couple of very nice strategic moves and forced Cooey to make a very difficult double, which he missed, and handed Cooey a loss that we don't see too often.
no, we sure don't. So here in our feature game, Sheet C, Carruthers ties the game now at 1 point over Paterson, and I'm sure these guys are going to work hard to try and score a multiplier this end. But it does leave the Carruthers team with scoring on the even ends, which is always good.
Yes, we do have a tie game here, so it's still a bit of a cat and mouse game. Nobody wants to really stick their neck out too far here and get a 2 or a 3 against them. So it's an interesting end there with the rocks all around the 4-foot. Nice shots by both teams there. Does give Paterson's a slight advantage percentage-wise, certainly having the hammer in the third end here.
We're just starting the fourth end on the Dunstone Cooey team. That game is tied at 1.
So all the games have been played fairly conservatively here. I don't think anybody wants to take big chances and get blown out early here, Sherry. Carruthers team here with Colin Hodgson as lead is, I think, being asked to throw one somewhere in the center line here.
Yep, going.
Creeping by the National Home Store Curling Classic logo in the middle of our ice sheet and CC here. And nice shot, splits the center line. Couple of choices here. You know, you could throw the guard or play the center line again and mix it up in the 4-foot. Seems like these really good teams play a lot of games in the 4-foot. Might be a little strong here. Well, we saw it dig in there pretty good last time around, and same thing now. I think Chris Jones has got these rocks sanded up just perfectly. They seem to finish so nicely at the end and dig in sweetly.
Isn't that true? Yeah, great work by our ice maker, Chris Jones, and his team this weekend. They're working tirelessly to continue to have such excellent ice conditions out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of science to it. You know, certainly being an ice technician is difficult, never mind a head ice technician. You see Chris out there toiling hour after hour trying to make sure everything's perfect for these players. Very nice shot here again.
Nice
Game
rock.
of angles. Yeah, trying to set up the angles here, Sherry.
Line's good. Right, it's Kyle only. Close the line.
Like a freeze or a little tap here.
Line.
Coming around that guard very nicely.
Yeah, just angle this thing so Red Rock can be promoted perfectly onto their blue. Job well done there.
Just about exactly where he tapped the broom.
That's for sure. Very nice shot. Carruthers team here trying to move things around a little bit, get the angles in their favor. Changes the angles a little bit, gives them a little bit of breathing room, a little better angles for the Carruthers team. Got to say, this Carruthers team came here on Wednesday, Sherry. They held 3 clinics for our members and 1 for our juniors, and just an amazing dedication to this sport.
It's so nice to have them here. They spent so much time here at the club, and it was so awesome. They're great guys. I attended one of the clinics. It was really helpful. Colin Hodgson pointed out a lot of things that I do wrong.
Well, Sherry, you look pretty smooth out there to me, really, and you know, your junior program has been sensational here in Penticton, and to have people like this with this kind of caliber come in and teach these kids put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces here in the last few days.
The kids are really excited. We've been so fortunate in Penticton to have such great events. Scotty's Tournament of Hearts, even the Continental Cup a few years, 5 years ago, you know, just has really increased the enthusiasm of the sport with the juniors, and they're sticking around longer. They're staying for 6, 7, 8 years. It's really exciting to have them here for so long. It's a great opportunity to have the South Okanagan Event Centre right nearby to host such grand events. I think we will see more in the future.
Yeah, I just was so very impressed with your Junior Stars program at both of those events. You had a lot of kids out there participating and having just a ball in curling.
Oh, good, Hodge. That's good, Hodge. Okay. Oh, you're just gonna pass me.
Did a roll on that rock?
I think it's a fairly good shot. Certainly the Paterson team has an opportunity to try to play that double. It's a little bit risky. Having a peek at it now.
I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not a bad opportunity, though. Nose is good as well.
And here they are.
Certainly a game of numbers here. They want to get some rocks in play. And
what do you do if you go?
Still keep the Carruthers numbers down a little bit, not allow too many rocks in there. As we know, Mike McHugh can throw that heat and blow a lot of rocks out of there and change things in a hurry.
Right now, he can use that just now.
This is a very crucial decision here, I believe, even though it's early in the end.
What about this?
You can hit a nose there, it's pretty
Do
good.
we try the same thing again? I'm just thinking just now, if he hit the nose, he's probably got the double. You could run this one, splat here and get it away. He's wanting to go here. Do we ever play this? Tap this one through and get that?
Just play like a firm normal, just come right into the corner with it. The ball goes back close to him.
My thought is you're,
If we
it'd
do
be
that,
nice to get rid of one of those red rocks.
I know.
Still could
I know.
control the top of the floor.
So options are here. This just now. You want the same ice dipper? Just curl the hair at the end, I thought. Like it?
Well, I think we have to. We can't. If
I
he
like this
skips
thought.
us, we
I'm
gotta
not sure
deal
you
with
want
it.
to stick around there on the wings and give them something to
If he rolls out,
play
then
it in
you are.
off with.
But if he sticks, I think you got to deal with it. Yeah.
Angles are still good here for the Scotland team.
I mean, he might
Make
be,
a red one go away would be a good plan.
Oh, that's fine, right? He's ripping. He's the ripping.
Whoa. Not this time. Good.
Sort of only half.
Hard! 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 Whoa. It's firmer. Set.
Shot.
Good.
You could roll right here, Reed.
Nice shot by Duncan Menzies.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of leaving the rock in play there. Gives Carruthers' team to get another rock close to the 4 foot here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Remove that blue one
I
and
think you kind of need
roll
like
towards the center.
Probably normal on the solid side. To get to here. Good normal. Yeah.
Runs pretty straight out here on the wings with any weight, so
Whoa.
sometimes you got to play this a little gentle.
Colin, no. Okay. It just wasn't going. Okay.
Noise could be good.
Oh, the smokes. Terrible. Midwest.
It's pretty thin for him to get. Yeah, wow. Great. Normal hack. Great. Again, left and right. Right there.
Certainly doesn't want to roll out here and leave an easy double. So they'll play it a little quieter.
Yep.
Try to stick around here.
Whoa.
Pretty close to the guard here.
Yes. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Good
whoa,
sweeping
whoa,
there.
Yep. Hard. Great. Very good. Well, that'd be normal.
So they've left a bit of an opportunity here for the Carruthers team, perhaps not getting that rock
Changes anything,
far
no.
enough out of play.
I think it's still. Well, we could just play this to plant it. Have the slip. So that's not bad. I think you want to just try to nose this. Almost impossible to do it though, how straight that is. You probably can. Good for it. So maybe you just make this.
We've got to be brave to throw more away.
Well, I don't think you can nose it.
Just for giving ourselves a chance for the Bruins.
I like this call.
Yeah, I think so.
Get 3 rocks in play here with one lowly blue one in the rings.
Little update for you on the Gunlixon-Botcher game. Gunlixon took 3 points in the last inning, so 6-0 with a score of 5-2 Gunlixon over Botcher. That Gunlixon team is just on fire today, aren't they?
Are they ever? I mean, taking on the Botcher team, who has been really the class of the event so far, is Gunlixon, and his big weight hits just seems to make magic.
Whoa, never.
This looks a little bit wide here. Hopefully to get one on the wings there. No.
Okay.
Gunlixon already had to beat Team Cotter and Team Epping to get here tonight.
It's just amazing to beat those two teams.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter, local favorite here, and sure got his had a lot of work to do to try to beat Gunlixon, but just couldn't beat that big weight. Doubles after doubles after doubles. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you like that, so?
Both going in. Yeah. Yeah. Try it 3/4.
Whoa! Whoa! Left. Carl. Whoa! Wide. Wide. Whoa! Whoa! Wide. Whoa! 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 Mate. There you go.
It's a good shot there, and very nice shot.
Well, you play this too. It's long.
Very
Real
difficult
long fit.
cross-house double here.
Sad
Fairly
or we
flat.
play this roll.
Need a whack of weight to move those rocks out, and
Big and out
have to be
turn.
fairly fortunate to
Smoker
hit
right
it on the
here.
nose and stick
Thick half.
without leaving the Scottish team a
2/3,
chance to lay two
it's not
and
far
split the
off.
house, forcing them to one.
Yeah, 2/3 probably be okay with smoke. Yeah.
Well, we finally have a score on the board for the Muirhead Thomas team, with Muirhead taking a single point at the end of the fourth end. Score is 1-0.
It's almost 2/3.
Here in our
Thanks.
feature game. Looks like we're trying a cross the house double.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, Sherry. It's if you have anybody wanting to throw this, I'd probably pick Mike McEwen. Looks like he's pretty close here.
Right nose. Dead hack, same as you. That's what I was giving you. We hit you up, didn't we? Okay, go.
Paterson team trying to keep the force in play here. Probably don't have to
As I say,
stick
Mike,
around here,
you
but
swept it, we hit half.
called a little bit of a hit and roll.
Basically check a stone. A stone high.
I think the straight back
Not a good spot.
running
12 and a half is what we're looking
the
for.
Carruthers own red rock back with the red rock is a very difficult double to make two, so Paterson team just has to make good solid contact here.
Whoa. Carl. Whoa. Whoa. Line. Ah.
Skinny.
This is a
It's like when we've got the weight in
potential
the ball
around the horn
pockets.
shot, but we haven't seen anything made close to this here in this tournament. He has to hit this pretty thin, make the double, and try to swing back upwards again. I think it's almost out of the realm of the rocks here at Penticton. We see some lively rocks sometimes on TV that spring across the house like a jackrabbit. This granite here isn't quite that lively. He's going peel though.
He knows the weight he wants. He knows the shot he wants. Let's
Out with firm.
see what he does.
Should just sit right there.
Pretty difficult here. He's got to make contact with 2 rocks for sure and hang around.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Looks like he's hit it a little bit thin here.
Carruthes.
Spin it back up again.
Good.
Nice effort.
Very nice shot.
Beautiful double.
Say, hit that spot and throwing it harder. That spot with Peel.
Going to kind of hoping the Paterson team would roll out here and give him a chance for 2.
Same weight.
We haven't seen much of that this week here, Sherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside out shot, not a common shot by these players.
Whoa!
There are 2
Whoa!
rocks involved. Seems to get a little more curl from the inside out than the outside in, but very nicely done here by the Scottish team. Nice shot there for 2.
Great.
Try not to see it.
So to finish the first end, Paterson takes 2 points for a score of 3-1 over Carruthers.
See anything curl one way or the other more?
Top 4 tight. We thought about it 1 score, aye. Happy we keep throwing it the same way. We want to switch them up. Okay, cool.
Certainly the 2 is a big victory here early in this game.
Line's good. Can be Kyle. Needs to chew it, looks like. That's 14 and a half. It's going to be back to you. Sit. Sit down. Okay. To get it, stones mixed up.
How much fucking standing width?
Perhaps a little bit deep there by the Paterson team. Reed holding the broom here.
No, I was just looking if I get feeling slow. And we've talked about 2 shots.
Asking Colin to put up a corner guard.
Colin also very skilled in mixed doubles, not afraid to jump up and sweep his own rock.
Yeah, it's a very athletic individual for sure. Sherry, you've been playing some mixed doubles. Also, obviously, an Olympic sport now, so it's gathered a lot of attention.
It's a very exciting game to play, very strategic, really a lot of finesse shots. Also very athletic. I love the game goes so fast. It's just a lot of fun. Different dynamic altogether.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch it during the Olympics, and certainly our Canadian team did very well.
I do look forward to seeing the growth of that sport in particular. It's just a lot of fun. You get some great players like this out there, and combined with some great sweeping, it's a really fun game to watch.
Yes, a lot of these players have put it on their agenda to get involved in the mixed doubles.
Good.
Time management in curling is a difficult thing for the teams to try to go to all the events that are available, and not just men's and ladies and mixed, but now these mixed doubles.
Looks heavy. Mine's good. Mine's good. Gotta go. Gotta go line. Gotta go line. Oh. That's a good shot.
Beautiful shot here.
Nice shot by
Very
Colin.
nice shot.
Freeze on that side would be great. Right there.
I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our silver sponsors, Canadian Tire, Copper Mug, Cannery Brewing Company, and Edward Jones, as well as the City of Penticton. Thank you.
Yes, Sherry, the City of Penticton certainly has tourism on their mind. It's an industry here in the Okanagan, which because we are a tourist type of town, and it's nice to see the city supporting so many of our events here, including curling here at our Penticton Curling Club.
Well, through a lot of hard work and education, I think the city recognizes the economic impact events such as this have on our community.
Yeah, it seems to be they have to invest in a few things to make your town a little bit better, and certainly our town fathers and lady councilmen have had the foresight to support a lot of things in our town. Very appreciative of that. Built some beautiful venues as well. You mentioned our South Okanagan Event Center earlier. It's state-of-the-art type of building. I think it's now about 10 years old, but certainly one we're very, very proud of.
Just jostling those rocks around a little bit.
Yeah, it's playing in the 4-foot again. I think this is a little bit of an advantage for the Carruthers team here.
Might be good.
Let's go here. I mean, what about here? One. There. Yeah. Okay.
Paterson team would like to put one in here and try to
like
be able to use this later in the end.
Yeah, that's fine as well.
A rock that's
8 foot.
they're able to promote. Right now, both of their blue rocks are covered by red ones.
Push. Line. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Push. Whoa, line! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Duncan Menzies here with a nice touch shot. Changing the angle slightly and having a little rock out there at the front of the four.
That's the same weight as his last one. Don't mind that. Good. At least we're getting control.
Thinking about freezing the red.
Good.
I think that's really good, isn't it?
Good.
I think that's
at least
the
you've got
shot,
center
boys.
line.
Yeah. Right, freeze that red!
I was trying to see if we can get it over the top, but we'll leave him what.
Back 4, back 8, and just stayed high side of the red.
Okay.
And bumped our one back and kept Dang going to this one.
Mike McCune just loved to freeze one onto this rock on the 4 foot here. Really make the decision
One away.
difficult for the Scottish team.
Quick update for you, Si. On sheet D, we had Team Dunstone take a single point in the 4th end to lead the game 2-1 over Coe.
We expected the Dunstone to be a classic close match, and two extremely good teams, both with the same records here in our Penticton Ashley Homestore Curling Classic.
Come on! Go, Reed! Go, go, go!
That's pretty good.
Shoot, sorry, bud. Still not bad.
Oh, a pretty good shot here, even though he rubbed the blue one a little bit.
You can get this
Good
away.
throw there.
Get this 4 away.
Sorry, bud, I lost it. It's not bad.
Kyle, even if we can get inside nose, get this 3 back here, it might give us a chance to get it with the next one.
Oh.
Kyle, this one you mean? You just sit here.
It's a very crucial shot here. Could be a lot of rocks flying the next time around here.
That might be the better shout.
Carruthers sitting 1.
Scottish team still has
Just a hair inside nose
very,
and keep yours here.
very good rock at the top of the 4 foot. Very usable
Yeah.
rock. Certainly don't want to set up a double here to get outnumbered.
Quick update for you on sheet B. Botcher took a couple of points to on the Gunlickson game, so the score is Gunlickson 5 and Botcher 4.
Whoa.
Well, we got a lot of highly ranked teams here. You just go through these names and get quite surprised at the lineup here.
Set the wrong side of the nose.
Looks like that outcome was advantageous for the Carruthers team.
Yeah, I think they're still concerned. There's 2 blue rocks on the center line there. They both could be promoted.
I don't know what you do with this.
Yeah,
Can't really put anything else in here that's good, to be quite honest. The run only gets rid of 1. You can pick.
might not be a bad thing.
Still got 4 foot for 2.
Certainly pros and cons to removing that center line
I don't
guard.
think that helps because now he can plant this.
But then he doesn't get that second hit.
How does he ever get the second red? Never can. It's 2 shots to get both these.
They could
No chance.
come around the corner
That goes
red,
right by.
as long as they didn't get too deep here and force the issue.
Even if he
Still
made
laying
that
2.
and you're here,
I like this call.
that's not dragging. That's not hitting this. I just don't know where to put this. It's kind of a weird situation.
He could go
I
behind
don't know what
everything.
you're trying to do by coming in here.
This is our second point.
high around the
This is
corner,
pretty
or
cute.
around the back of everything in the back 8 foot.
That, if you're there, then yes. It's here. I think you got to come here.
I like this call.
Yeah. I don't know how. Is this getting a heck of a lot more for us? Like I said, protects this. It protects this. It forces him to play the run. Do you like that?
I like the force of the run right now, regardless of whether you throw it around the corner or freeze to the top blue rock in the 8 foot. Get this rock in the wrong place.
Line's good.
Certainly could
Line's good. Yep.
give the Scottish junior team an opportunity to make a lot of red ones go away.
Whoa. Wow.
Close to the guard.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't know what happened to that. That was weird.
I think it still forces the run here, so mission accomplished.
Yeah, I was surprised by how much that moved.
Paterson team taking a good hard look here.
We thought that the run dragged that red into that one, but I said no, I don't think so. But
if you hit the blue and you're a hair high and you squeeze your blue in behind the corner, it's not bad either. My gut's a blue. We've got to run the road. Just a hair higher nose. Just a hair higher nose.
Mike McEwen and Reed Carruthers have forced this run back.
I think that should be
Got to
pretty
make
straight,
this fairly well, or they're
That's right. It does
Carruthers.
not look like an easy shot at all.
No, the Carruthers team right now is laying 2, and after this shot, regardless, they'll have the chance to lay 2 again.
Right.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Well, I wonder if the ice conditions have changed a little bit out there. Those last 2 rocks seem to have curled a little more than each team predicted.
Well, I thought they played it a little bit soft for a run back. You know, they certainly had no risk of at least getting rid of the one on the center line behind their blue rock. Even if they hit it a little bit earlier, it was certainly better. Double doesn't appear to be there for the 2 reds, so Carruthers' team has decided to throw a guard, see what Scotland could come up with. Nice rotation here. Should have a nice finish on this rock.
Don't want that coming in too deep.
Pretty nice shot here.
Lovely, lovely.
Sherry.
What do you think? It's either the run or we try and go here.
Now the choice is to run a red one back rather than a blue one. Always a risk.
Yeah, I think you were pretty clean on that second one there at normal. So I think if I'm throwing here, should be good. Yeah.
think it's still difficult, even though they're hitting 2 rocks and gives them an extra little bit of spin. And the drag effect is still very difficult to make the double on the reds here, Sherry.
Looks like another opportunity for Carruthers to put up another guard.
Certainly is, Sherry. Just the same old here, it seems. Nobody seems to be comfortable in moving things much here.
He was close, like.
A deuce here would tie the game.
Yeah, it's looking that way here. The Paterson rink needs to make a little magic happen here, I think.
Hey? I was letting you go, mate. For a line now. It's easier from the head.
Pretty content to make 2, I think, here, Sherry. They can make a move in the rings there, maybe jiggle things around and move that blue one off the top, but a little bit, make the angles difficult, but quite content to take 2 here, it seems.
Well, this is an 8-end game, and Carruthers seems to be able to hold the score by scoring on the even ends.
Still a crucial guard here, Sherry. I mean, he's got to place this guard. Certainly can't cross the center line here.
And that's finishing really nicely.
Certainly is, Sherry. That's a very, very nice shot.
Just thinking the line this is coming in.
You're literally
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he scores.
I think it's there, Kyle. A little curl.
Literally trying to like nibble the top of the button.
That's the miss though, Mike.
Yeah, if you're going to miss, then right here.
There, middle.
I don't mind a hair more.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Okay.
Certainly would like to cut
I'm getting
this
tip
off
for it.
make sure
14
there's
and a
not
half
a 3
there.
scored here.
So it's like 15. Yeah. Head off draw shot. Pretty same as my draw shot where I was 15-1 in the draw shot.
I shouldn't seem to have changed much here. He's talking 15-1, and we got 15-2 to the tee line.
Quick update for you on sheet E. Muirhead took a couple of points in the 5th end, so the score there now is Muirhead 3, Thomas 0.
Whoa.
Front end's working this very hard.
Great sweep.
Good sweep. Still have an opportunity to get a piece of the 4-foot there, I think. Three still in play here, Sherry. I think
down there.
very difficult.
I don't think there's quite as much glide here. I think I could throw it. I bet you I could almost get away with 14.5.
We're talking about the glide, which is in the normal path of the 4-foot.
It'll be close
Trying
if
to
I
get
get
to the
somewhere in
outside
that
of the
area.
4, so probably going to take a little bit more weight. Get out into a little heavier ice, not been used as much. heard Mike say 14-5. It's a bit of a guess, but seen Mike make these shots before. Certainly this front end is an excellent eye.
I'm thinking you can. I know, but I'm never going to be throwing that heavy.
No, I do. We just need just bite before. Yeah, like these don't seem like they're gliding at the end. They're a little bit of a die.
Let us know how it's running for line.
I'll just tell you what the line is. I don't think so. Whoa. Line's good. Room. Collins, stone. Colin, tee it and it's good. Tee it and it's good, boys.
14-7 here on the clock. What a beautiful shot.
Beauty.
Scores a big 3 here. Got a bit.
Carruthers takes the lead with a score of 4-3 over Paterson here in the fourth end.
It kind of reverses the hammer from the first end there. It's a good victory for the Carruthers team.
Yeah, we said 14-8. They'll probably have to sweep it. Yeah.
Nice job.
Thinking 2/3. 2/3. On the dot? That's not terrible. They might blank and try and go 2 there. I think we're good with a tight guard.
I'd like to take a moment and just mention some of our bronze sponsors here. We have A&K Grimm Sausage, Castanet, Skaha Lake Ford, Brentview Developments, Penticton Herald, and the Penticton Western News. We also have McDonald's, Gilchrist and Company,
Yours calved on you.
and Sunripe.
No, I guess not.
Also in the bronze sponsor
At the same
list,
time,
New
yeah.
Country 100.7, Booster Juice,
heavy
and
frame.
Interior Roofing. Thank you for all your support.
Paul, you think in the end?
Here we go again, Sherry. We got Colin Hodgson start things off here. And
Line's good. Line's good. Doesn't need to curl. Doesn't need to curl. Look at that here, boys. I think you're here. Oh, that's a good shot. That kind of made a move.
going to the center guard
maybe
here.
a soft pick.
Over curl the hair, but
That might have soft
two
picked
schools of
to
thought
curl
here.
that much.
Go to the center line and try to force it there or throw a corner guard. Paterson rink has decided to mix it up on the center line. The guard is a little off center, so gives him a bit of an opportunity.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This one picked up the curl very nicely.
Nice shot. Shot. By the 8.
So game on. Prepared to play the center line here.
As you predicted on sheet D, the Dunstone-Cooey game, we're seeing a pretty low-scoring game with Dunstone with 3, Cooey with 1 here in the middle of the 6th end.
Line's good. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa. Whoa.
Mike McEwen not wanting to move that center guard.
Pretty good.
You know, the front end's telling him it's a little hot. You just still got to get by that guard. Nice rock here. I like this. Little separation. Certainly got one up at the top 8 there that is easy to promote.
5 rock rule, probably a bit of a factor here in this call.
Yeah, you know, the Paterson team could kind of split this center guard off a little bit too and make things less risky, but they opt to mix it up a little bit. And should be another exciting end. A little more comfort around the guard this time. The last 2 have been fairly close, so taking a little bit more ice. Big finish at the end here. Very nicely played. Not as stressful for the front end there.
Is that here later, that one?
I could like a freeze or tap back here. Doesn't really care where he rolls off center. I think preferred shot would be to stick right there in the top of the forefoot. Yeah, this is picking up some curl here. Wade looks pretty good.
Just sneaks past that guard.
Beautiful shot
Great little
here.
tap.
Nice result.
Good throw. Paterson!
If that first guard was thrown dead on the center line, this would be a little bit different shot.
Get out. Third. Quad.
I think he'd still like to keep his object rock around here.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Across the face.
Okay.
Think better missing on that side, and still I've got that high guard in the top 12.
I don't mind this.
Might want to make a play on it here.
Stay calm. It's a guard of this. I think I like this. Up. Let's go, stop.
Over on sheet B, Gunlitzing takes a single point in the 6th and to lead the game 6-4 over Botcher.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
A little more speed on this rock, trying to control the curl.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Clean.
Tried to get a little inside roll. Yes, beautifully done.
I should have probably tried to pop it off more. That's pretty good, though. He's going to have a double kind of regardless.
Shot hand high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noise is very close.
Couple of choices here.
Yeah.
Play the double at on the 2-shot rock. Scottish team Paterson has decided to run their own back. I think they'd like to leave their shooter there.
Hard! Gotta go! Gotta go. Get 2. Okay.
And takes 2 rocks out of play.
Pretty good outcome.
Okay.
Two schools of thought here. You can put it a little bit high and allow them to come back and tap it in, or play it a little closer and kind of force the run back, the double run back. Reed with a very smooth delivery and release there.
Nice placement.
Yeah, high.
I thought he had that out too far. I thought that was there.
Yeah, I think they'd like to roll off the center line just a little bit here, Sherry. Make this run back here and roll a little bit to the right here.
Good.
Yep. Maybe a hair too far there. A little spin, maybe? No. Pretty difficult to get this in. Probably ask Reed to put one in the front 4 here or something. Pretty close to there. Very nice team shot there. Top 4.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Just like that.
Carl. Go, Queen. Queen, Queen. Yep, yep.
Looks like we'll see a clean house for the rest of the end.
Yeah, they both like to just nose and maybe hope Paterson beaks this and ties up the game, give the advantage back of the hammer. Even ends.
It's hard to take the speed out it, almost sliced him.
Front end very diligent there and making sure there's no debris.
Mikey's second one's just sitting here while he's later as well. Maybe he needs to gauge it himself. Oh no, he knows. You were 11, so same weight as you.
Very nice shot by Mike. Ross Paterson here would like to roll this all the way out of the rings and blank this in.
Yeah, you bet.
We never take these shots for granted. We need the same concentration. Focus by the front end. intent to hit this on the nose.
Got a roll right here. He's feeling for weight. Yeah, sort of what I was thinking to get the right, to get that a little deeper. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sort of seeing here and let them hold it. Oh, it's torture being like this.
Looks like Mike wants to roll to the right side of the center line and end up a little bit tucked in behind that blue rock just on the edge of the 12-foot.
Pretty difficult shot, Sherry. I mean, that's a long way to roll with the right weight, the right line. Very difficult.
And still just touch.
Yeah, it's still keep it in the rings as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Not much of a guard over there. Pretty nice effort there. Certainly got a lot of roll out of that.
Sure did. Put it out in a spot that hasn't been played a lot.
Yep.
Fans and spectators are enjoying some of the excitement on some of the other sheets. We've had such wonderful fan support here at the Penticton Curling Club all weekend long.
I think another tie game here on our feature sheet at the Penticton Curling Club here in British Columbia, Canada.
Game tied at 4 at the end of the 5th end. Nicely played end. We thought he might take the blank there, but stuck around.
Yeah, I think mission accomplished by the Carruthers team there. They got out to the wings there, and it's a fresh spot, as you said, Sherry. Then something new and undiscovered, I guess. Sure as heck, they got a hit and stick and got the hammer back and the advantage on the even ends. Kui had a bit of a misstep there. Just whiskered a guard there on sheet D, Sherry, and certainly a interesting game with Dunstone and Kui, sorry.
That game still sits at 3-1 for Dunstone. But looks like we're coming down to the last couple of rocks.
This here. Can I high line? Head high for line. Just go. Yep. Yep. Good.
Very nice starting rock there, Colin Hodgson.
Colin in the hack now. Looks like Mike's calling him to draw right in and maybe changing his mind.
Thanks, Sherry, for getting me out of that one.
Cooey takes a single point in the 6th end to bring the score up to 3-2, still for Dunstone.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Shot. Colin.
There we go here, eh?
This on the nose. This on the nose.
Carruthers team here really content to play this center line. It's been pretty successful for them.
15 on that. Yeah. Well, no.
Close line. That's grabbed. Whoa.
That might have picked a
Get
little
over
bit
if you
there.
can. Okay.
Rock kind of spinning out of control there.
Okay. Okay.
Mike decides to use that high guard, just misplaced.
Hey, it's a difficult one to place. You don't want to go too deep and get them, let them a chance to hit and roll behind, and you don't want to be too short, then they make the double and stick it behind their own guard. So, have the choice to go the other way as well.
Sure. Good communication between all the players on this team. They seem to really appreciate each other's feedback.
Yeah, it certainly is a team sport, Sherry. You see these guys work so hard to work together and get the right time and the right speed and the right rotation and all the things it takes. I like this shot better than going to the wings. A lot.
This is hard to stop it from.
T-line, we didn't want to see it go behind.
Okay, you've got that.
Kind of
Get out there.
curled in a lot.
Like it.
By going after this one, it can be a little bit of a concede
Dead
as
hot.
far as an opportunity to make two
Dead hot.
for the Carruthers team. There's room to tap this back and still fairly close to the center line, so the Carruthers team could make a play on it.
Close. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Carl.
Goes a little past the center line here.
Good.
Great effort by the sweeping team to hold that line.
Mike McEwen signals that the Carruthers team is still shot rock.
It's really close.
Is that crazy? Ball isn't too hard. I just don't want. Just doesn't want to stop it. Yeah. I think so.
Another catch-22 here. Comes back and taps this out and sits there. And
Shot here. I like this.
gives the Scottish team an opportunity to draw down to and get shot rock.
Okay, good read, good. Go, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. That's a good shot. Good too, bud.
Nice job there. It looks like the Carruthers team is laying 1-2.
Just got it enough.
A few more rocks in play now. Got to place the next stone in a nice position here so that Carruthers' team doesn't have an opportunity to sneak up on him again.
Whoa! Yep, yep!
Quick update for you on the Sheepy. Gunnington leads 7 to Botchers 5. Rock's coming back in the 8th end.
Ooh, just sneaks that by here on sheet C. Sweepers working that one very hard.
They sure did, Cy.
It's a whisker by the guard there.
You good, rip it. Hey, so. Like that. Clean. Clean. Good.
Mike's asking Derek to get rid of that middle guard. And there it goes, out of play.
Yeah, for a bit. I mean, it's not a bad situation. I think you're probably just weak in that league.
Very nice shot here.
What are you thinking? No, not really. Because you'd probably end up maybe in this line. Sure. You feeling like right beside it? Do you want to pitch more? How's that look?
As you can hear behind me, there was a final score in the Muirhead Thomas game. It was only 3-0 in the 5th end, but Team Thomas conceded and has come up to accept their prizes.
Yeah, they'll still take a check home here, Sherry, but the Muirhead team rolls on. They've been exceptional here.
We'll see them play tomorrow morning.
Good.
Yes.
That was good work. I heard Reed yell, but I heard Reed yell Derek, but it was good. He had good weight. If he had overthrown it, it would have been.
This one with a little less weight, moving to the inside. Nicely held by the sweepers.
Team Paterson working really hard here to try and generate a multiple point end.
The path has been hit a couple times. So I think you look at it here.
Carruthers' team seems to be in a good spot here. They hit this and possibly late too.
Oh, never! No! Clean! Clean! Yep!
nicely. Nice bump. Now he's got to do this. Shot. Nice weight. Yeah, ended up being... Well, when it hit, it was the same.
Roll, miss. We make that. It's really jamming. What do you think about that?
I think that's my best shot. Even if you go up to here.
What's that? What do you mean?
The Scottish team here are trying to decide whether they can
If we get it to here, at least we can splatter with the
remove
next
that red rock without jamming it on the back
What's he doing?
of their own rock.
He's going to try for this 2 now.
Very difficult to remove that rock, keep the shooter
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're still jamming maybe.
Just don't want to jam.
laying 1 and the object rock laying 2.
Just thinking, sure. I'm just trying to think.
Definitely don't want to jam there.
No. By going up to that back rock early, they give them the opportunity to make it 2, and they certainly don't want to make it 3 here.
Cheers.
If we go here, what's he doing?
We're going to make it perfect.
Oh, you
Perfect.
You don't need to make it that good, because if you go here and he knows you hit and flop in, you might have a chance at something.
Or do we kill it with my 4? Make him play a double?
He just wants to play a double, doesn't he?
No, okay. Barrier?
Yeah.
Yours was hack at there. And barrier there. Happy?
Well, it looks like they've made a decision. Do you know what the plan is here?
Yeah, I think they're going to come around to the back there a little bit. There's a little risk in this. If they roll too far behind the 2 rocks on the center line, it could set up a double.
Sure.
Push. Yep. Yeah! Set. Whoa, actually. I think we're just strong back here, right? You got to make sure in the 8-foot. Yeah. I mean, he's doing this, right, guys?
You could hit this front rock and still lay 2.
He's going to nose
promote
this and keep this
promote
into
their
the
own
four.
red
Right
rock
under
back some.
Change the angles up a bit, maybe.
Yeah, it's big thing is they certainly like to get that blue rock at least to the 12-foot.
No, I'm not too good.
So they would be laying 1-2.
I think that's fine.
Pretty difficult
It's
shot.
really this or this. Those are all good. You want to be in the 4.
Like with this, he can't afford to play this for real bad if he tries to get it that way. Whereas this is just here, and with something you might be able to slam it.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes sense.
I think it makes sense to go right here. Yeah. That's right
I think
here.
we gotta let him have that hit and roll.
I got to be in the 4-foot. I agree with Reed. Like, if you end up being a little high and he slams that. That's fine. No, I'll be for 2 if I'm here. I think there's some errors in this line that I don't like. Okay. Let's get some on the floor. Yeah, I mean, here's good.
Like this?
Yeah, there's a bit of shape here. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I kind of
That
like
might
the
be
call
min
here,
read.
Sherry. He gets to the side of the forefoot. Doesn't
Yeah,
give
give
an
me a broom more.
opportunity for the double run back.
Yeah, that's a nice call.
Then the Scottish team can't hit that and roll behind, or it'll leave a fairly reasonable chance for a double for the Carruthers team to score a 2.
Absolutely. I
What's
still see
key
some
here?
volunteers here tonight who are still working hard and have been here maybe quite a few hours today. What a great team of volunteers we've had to make this event successful.
Yeah, a big shout out to all the volunteers. It's something we're very proud of here in Penticton, British Columbia. Certainly one of the meccas of Canada. Got people here of all ages that have come out to support
I don't know.
this
Didn't feel
curling
heavy to me.
classic.
Didn't time that rock.
Just keep. Whoa, 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 it's gotta sit. Oh, guys.
There's an opportunity for a double here.
Okay.
Scottish team, I think, would be
Oh, okay.
wise to give it a whirl at this stage.
Might not be that bad.
Carruthers team really had a difficult time trying to put a rock in a place where there wouldn't be a double or wouldn't be a crash on the blue on red.
I think it's half,
Yeah, they're still sitting 2, but not likely for long.
half.
That's a very short run back on the first one. If they could get a little bit of an angle on it, maybe double up over the top there, be good.
I think it's thinner than what we think.
Got to be a little
It's a thin half.
careful, those two in the back. Certainly they're catchers.
Like thin half. I think it needs to be a thin half, Kyle. Thin to get it here. No, I still like here. This one's good, nice. Thin half.
I think Paterson team here is going to throw probably some pretty decent weight at this one.
Yep. Hard! Hard!
Have to hit it hair early here. And what a beautiful shot.
Nicely done. Next door on sheet D, Dunstone takes 2 points in the 7th end to lead the game 5-2 over Cooey. And over on sheet B, we've had some handshakes. Gunlickson takes the game over Botcher. So we'll see Gunlickson tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a shame to see Botcher leave. He's been so precise all weekend here, and certainly has made a ton of fantastic shots. Going to get a check today, but probably not as much as they really wanted.
Yeah, they were an excellent team to watch. Such nice, nice shots made by all the members on that team.
Yeah, they look confident and very relaxed for the last few days, Cherry, and pleasure to watch them.
Well, we're here for the last rock on the end.
This guy's walking around.
Mike stands up, just letting some of that business of the
The other
of
sheets
the end. Yeah, they're all
passing by there, so
a bit
Mike takes
distracted.
his time, doesn't want any distractions here. pretty good here. We know it digs in a little at the end. There it is. Digs right to the button there. So this Carruthers team, led by Mike McEwen, ranked ninth in the world. Out of so many teams. Obviously, this Paterson team given them a really good game. They're ranked 17th in the world.
So that was a single point for Carruthers in the sixth end, leading 5-4 over Paterson as we head into the seventh.
Interesting to see the strategy this next end, whether they're try to force the one or try to take that hammer back home in the final end.
It hasn't really looked very good for us up one without coming home. I think you're probably looking at putting the first one tight. He's going to come around it. I think you stagger it. Yeah, I think so. Let's give ourselves some options here. Yeah.
Dunstone team here is trying to knock off our defending champ, Mr. Cooey, Kevin Cooey of Calgary.
I didn't mean to take so long there. Just guys were walking behind there. I was right about to go, and then.
Well, we have our semifinal games here tomorrow, Cy, at 8:15 a.m. and finals at 11:45.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting lineup here. Some previous champions and some great players lining up to take home a sizable check.
Hey, lots of line on this. I think you're almost in, boys. Which is not great.
As most of us realize that these curlers don't get paid for their profession. They have to earn every nickel they make, and they get a little help from some sponsors, but to help offset their travel expenses and things. But they work hard to try to make a few bucks and get the points on the World Curling Tour standings. And we see these two teams in the top 20 here that are exceptional teams.
Sure are, Cy. What a fun game to watch so far. These last two ends will be really exciting to watch. And we still have lots of fans here at the Penticton Curling Club cheering on. We might start to see ice conditions change a little bit if they do become the only team out there on the ice.
Yes, that can happen. Seems like the frost kind of creeps in and things slow down a little bit. Seen the ice being very, very consistent here so far.
Gotta go hard.
Maybe a little rub here.
Good.
Pretty nice.
I don't like that. I mean, is this nuts? It probably isn't. That's probably... I think we're guarding our own. Is that crazy? You good?
It is a little bit of a different strategy to guard your own here on the wings, but the center line peels have been pretty consistent by all teams here. Hasn't been much of a miss here on the center line at all, so maybe this will change the game. Certainly the hitting ability on the beautiful ice surfaces that we have today seem to be getting more and more easy.
Whoa, off Derek. Off Derek if you can. I think you're here, Derek. I'd get off that. You're already pushing to my feet. Yeah, you're almost to my feet. No touch. Good. Yeah, look like you just get tight. It's good.
Very nice shot here. Opportunity
You almost play the
for the
same.
Paterson team to
Let's see ya.
take out
Like
the
that.
second rock and lay two.
Should run nice. Yep. Hard. Queen. Yep. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Good.
A little bit of an opportunity here to either make the double or mix it up some more. Little hit and roll, either shot.
A solid bump. Solid bump.
Mike's looking at shot rock here. Good to get a little roll to the center, I think. Group these rocks together.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard read. Hard.
Sweeper's working really hard here. Trying to hold that line.
That's a pretty good shot there.
You know, for our little
I
curl,
think it gives him an opportunity to run that front off of there, though. See, it is the danger rock.
Do you like going for it? Do you like going for the double? Yeah.
Could make a double here and still set up a corner guard. Carruthers' team would have to decide whether they
You on this hand?
peel the corner or hit the rock in the rings.
Oh. Yep. Hard! Gotta go, mate. Okay.
Still leaves a center guard up front there.
Nicely thrown rock. Lots of power. That young thrower.
Could just draw it too.
That was muscle action move.
Scoreboard in mind.
Yeah.
Prefer a force to one here.
Good try. That's a good try. I almost should have just nosed it and
Draws round. And that's still there. So what's the objective? Yeah, but he's only looking for contact. What'd you like, Dunk? Sorry? You're anywhere high, you're making contact. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
Very nice double there.
back four, back eight. In or out? You make it with either. I'm thinking the end, but
Our feature game here, Carruthers versus Paterson. Carruthers sitting at 6 points and Paterson 4. 5-4 in the 7th end.
Line's good, yep. Becky, clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Right here, right to my blue.
Carruthers would like to stay here for shot rock.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Very nicely done.
Perfect. Nice shot.
Can't play the run back and
That's real good.
lay 2 now.
Would you like?
But does give him an opportunity to come around, snuggle up.
Yeah. This will be straight. We've thrown this before.
Play the run back. Red Rock's behind the tee line.
Yep. Yes! That's packed.
Siggy.
Packed up.
Carruthers team now will try to split the rings and make it a difficult double. Probably go high in the rings on the opposite side.
I mean, you can try, go here. I think this is what you're looking at.
Yeah, like to force this Paterson team to 1 here. Nicely placed rock here would help the cause.
Dunstone is throwing his last rock in the 8th end, facing 3 rocks in the rings of Carruthes.
To my broom. Probably Derek. No. Yep. Oh, no. It's already good. It's already good. Whoa, calm. Good.
Nice job there by Reed Carruthers. Very difficult double.
Good shot.
Paterson team
Like
would
that.
like to hit and roll in front of it.
Don't know what else we've got.
Maybe hope for a half shot here.
Barrier. Okay. Okay.
No. I mean, we could have guarded it, but I think that's a call.
Yep. Hard.
Dunstone was attempting a triple
Hard, mate.
takeout.
Hard. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Got to go on the reds.
Set distance rolling a fair distance.
Set. Good. Good there.
Split those rings again and make the double difficult.
Next door, Kui needs 3 for a tie, and if he makes this takeout and sticks around, he ties the game and in the 8th end.
Yep. Same spot's pretty good, isn't it?
Certainly this Kui team is showing a lot of fight here, making a big comeback, being down 3 after 7.
Ben Hebert sweeping pretty hard. They switch. Go. Disappointing finish for Team Kui.
Appears as though we'll have a new champion this year, Sherry.
Sure will. We've seen some upsets today.
Yeah, some of them
Games
have
we
been
didn't
surprises,
expect.
but you certainly can't take anything away from this Dunstone team. They've been fantastic.
Line's pretty good. Right to his broom. Probably Derek, maybe? Little bit there.
Just feature game here. You don't want to be too deep here. Set up a
That's good
double.
spot, boys. Good spot. No, it's a good spot. It's faster. Really good. Yeah.
Carruthers sitting
Carruthers-
two in the rings.
Yeah, it's Carruthers laying 1-2 here. It's exactly what I was going to say, Sherry.
The way they're calling line, I knew it was
Very
gonna be
difficult
bad.
thin double there.
Didn't you just have a hit to
I think Ross would like to
get wide?
make this red one go away, roll towards the center, and make the shot a little more difficult for Skip Mike McEwen.
Yeah, keep it right on. Whoa. Hard! Whoa!
Has to be shot right
Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
here. Little roll to the center line.
Roll it right to that same spot. Right to the same spot, Reed. I like the out. Just roll a rock. The rock is good. No, this isn't any roll. No, this is really good. Yeah, how much weight you want to throw at this?
Is there a risk of a jam there if they play that side?
Yeah, no. I do 8 to pull this and get a better weight.
Trying to decide which way to throw this, in turn or out turn.
I like this one better.
Maybe solid ball?
Yeah, it's not a common call in men's curling.
No, I
They
think that's pretty
tend to
good.
like to go from the outside in.
That's pretty good, Reed.
Very important to throw the right weight here, Sherry,
Just
to
bump plus
make sure
or
this rock sticks around. And
Oh, no, exactly. Yeah.
probably a little roll or a nose would be reasonable here.
Yeah. I can still buy everything. Aye. Clean. Clean. Oh! Oh! Derek!
Very delicate shot to squeeze it by the red rock and get a little bit of outside action.
Outstanding.
Oh, it's not easy.
Could make the double here. It's possible with bumper type of weight to stick around and maybe make the double.
Not easy.
Very, very risky.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I gotta roll like this much, man.
Or take your one and
I wouldn't say
hope you can steal coming home.
doesn't much, is it? Eh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, gotta get it almost like center and then going by it. Hot. Hot, get hot. Yeah. That's not gonna curl the hell a heck of a lot more. No. I didn't want to feel normal because I was like, just so straight. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
He's going to have to
I would say
throw this pretty
I
clean
was
with
hot last time. Stay
hack
hot.
to bumper weight in order to make this shot. Very difficult.
Roll it down off the double. Or he jams it a bit and it only spins a bit, right? Yep. Whoa.
Weight looks a little bit up here.
Whoa!
Got to wait here.
Carl! Yep!
Making a bit of a move now.
Hard!
What a terrific shot this is.
Good shot. Good shot.
Leaves Paterson sitting 2.
Yes, and he takes the lead here, 6-5 in the 7th end. Makes it pretty exciting coming home here. Big cheers upstairs here, Sherry, for the Dunstone team. Very popular team.
Felt as if I could was golfing enough to get a wee bit of air. Seen you? Aye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean. Hey, boys, what's the guard on late? You want top 4? Yep, on either. Like even that outcome is like, yeah, he jammed it and spun it enough and hung on enough. It was a good shot. Play for the Blanco. Tight. Yeah. Okay. Right. A good one.
Well, heading into the 8th end in our feature game here. Paterson up by a single point. Carruthers with the hammer.
Like 14 and a half to Tino. Nice shot. Thanks, mate.
Interesting to see the strategy here. Paterson's prepared to throw one up front here and try to get a force to 1 and go to an extra end and perhaps win.
Lane's pretty good. Just fill 4. Lane's good. Just to the broom.
Like this call.
Lane's good.
Put it in the house
now.
here.
Lane's good.
Cooey team is like
14-5. Chewing.
Brothers team is likely to throw a corner guard here.
Good. Kind of looks here. Think I'd be off that. Looks like it's skating, boys. I want it to stop. Cause it's to my feet right now. Okay. Yeah. That's fun. Maybe we want it here and kind of block it off.
Very nice shot by Colin Hudson.
You want the same turn, Mike? You want an in turn? Okay. Okay, line's good. Line's fine. Easy. Line's good. Watch this one too. Okay, line's perfect. Line's perfect. 15-7. Set. Yep. Good.
Very nice shot here.
Ooh.
Nice guard, center line.
Is this or another guard? Yeah, probably. Think so.
Carruthers team could split this guard up the center line a little bit, put another one in the rings, draw one onto the face of the blue rock that was just thrown. Both good shots.
Looks like they're opting to go in.
Whoa.
A lot of weight here.
Line's good. Line's good. Come on. Weld it, boys. Weld it. Weld it. Come on, go faster. Come on, bud. Okay.
I think like you suggested, earlier, Sherry, and things
Two
seem to
options.
tighten up a little
Either
bit as
push
the other
out or guard.
sheets move off, and
There.
I think so, Si. Yeah, that's
That
pretty
was
common in
15-1.
clubs.
Do you want just this side of centre? Okay.
Often difficult
that
to
working?
adjust your throws after you've been playing a similar weight all game, and then the ice does tighten up a little bit in that final end when it's so important. But same for both teams.
it certainly is, and I'm sure they're picking up on it.
What about line?
Everybody has their
What
time
about
clocks
line?
out there and
Line's tight.
timing both their own and the
Whoa,
opposition's
line's good.
rocks.
Line's good. Line's good. Just Mike in though. Mike. A little bit of cow. Doesn't need to cow. Easy, 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 easy. Good. Good. 16-8.
Pretty nice shot here. Mike might choose to.
Get a chance to take it out some stage. Very good at that. Are you drinking your juice or something? No, I've not been drinking it.
I think so.
I won't put much in it.
Yeah, just kind of. I think you're looking at backline weight.
Ja, for eksempel. I think lies with that person. You have to feel it. You've got enough to
Interesting position of those two wing guards there. They're fairly close to the 4-foot line.
I don't think
Certainly has the opportunity to cut off the draw to the 4-foot.
We have enough rocks in play to start moving those guards around.
I think Derek would like to split this rock a little bit.
Oh. Yep.
Keep his own in play.
Hard. Hard.
Looks like it's curling pretty hard here, Sherry.
Hard. Hard.
Wow.
It's a good shot.
Keep going.
It's a
Hard.
very good
Nice
shot. Get another one on the rings here.
Real good. That's all.
Pretty nice shot.
That's a beauty.
Opens up the path.
Great weight control
This
there.
one's
Good sweep, bud.
just in front. Flat low.
Yeah, because when it gets close to that line.
See the guard.
Close to the line.
Game of numbers here, I think. Take the red.
Have a look if you want.
Get another one in play here.
Yeah, that's the worker.
Paterson sitting 1 and 2.
Maybe like 2. Okay.
Still prepared to mix it up a little bit, even though
Sorry?
there's 2 red rocks in the
Yeah.
ring.
I think halfway marks, boys.
Really have to get a good angle here
Halfway
so
marks.
there isn't
What about line?
a direct shot
Line.
or
Just clean.
wired up so there's a direct shot.
Just let it stop. It's chewing hard. Okay. Okay.
I've worked out.
Does Team Carruthers have a chance at a double here?
The way
Or
that moves, you
is that
can make
even-
it.
Got to check that. I think you
Yeah.
definitely too.
Eventually, yeah.
I think you could. It seems like it's moving enough.
We're still only in,
Even if he gets this to the back
I like
eight,
giving
Sherry,
it
I
a
think he's in
go.
pretty good shape.
Like the way your last one moved, I think you could throw back line and get it to here. Yeah, you'd be doing this. You probably need a hair left. Because you were probably here. I think so, boys.
Yeah, right.
Derek and the team would like to sneak by this guard and tap this rock back as far as possible.
looks like.
We talked about the weight control of that last shot, and he's going to need to tap into that again.
Made a bit of an adjustment here for the the extra curl we've seen in the last few rocks.
Are they?
It's pretty good.
Oh, well. Oh.
Oop.
Oh, jeez. That's just way too much weight. Okay. That's a lot of weight, yeah.
Thought it looked like it did have a little more than that earlier rock.
Yeah, I still think the game of numbers here.
I think that's sure, yeah. I've looked up, are you good? I think it's ours. Yeah, right. I wanted less, not more weight. Yeah. What double? No. There?
Still rocks, lots of rocks to come here. So
You can roll and tap it a bit, but you won't be able to. I think you can move it.
Well,
I don't think you can get
that
it
is
past
there.
where you're going to count two. It's really flat. Oh, it looks pretty funny flat. I mean, I'd have to really go in.
Happy?
You might be right. It might be right. It's like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
the rocks are lively, but the houses are.
that's the shot I like the
super
best here right
lively.
now,
Yeah.
Sherry. Just
I think we've got to try and roll
get
to
that
here,
inside
look.
roll, maybe get it one in the top
Because if
8
you
there
roll-
somewhere. Would be a
Yeah, I mean, even
fantastic
to
shot
here.
for them.
Yeah? That's one
Sure.
first.
Looks like they're sitting one
Okay.
and two.
Yeah,
Nice,
it's
very
looks
good.
fairly close, Sherry. They've looked at her a few times. That might prompt them to play this freeze on the shot rock.
Carruthers down one, halfway through this eighth end.
Whoa, then. Whoa, whoa. Goes for line. Line, line. Whoa, line. Whoa, whoa, where? Line, 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 get it here. Pass it, Mike, line. Okay.
You got that pass? Yeah, that's not there.
No?
You'd have
got
to
it
throw
past.
absolute cannon.
Draw past it was gold.
But
I would. If you say so.
huh? Make this now. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I don't see it either. I just see it coming like into beside it and sitting. Make this now.
Go for that angle.
Well, with Paterson choosing not to attempt that top right
Yeah,
in off, leaves it open
You
for
want it so
the
if you
Carruthers
do
team.
hit it thick, you stay.
Got some great throwers coming up.
Yeah, and the angle's certainly
think it's,
pretty good. When we look at doubles, certainly a 45-degree angle is the
I was
most
thinking solid
advantageous
bomb.
for half rock hit.
Normal, you
There's
can
other
easily
rocks he
go
can
right,
hit there
you
too.
could
Go over
right-
top
right
and
through this.
all the way over is a good shot.
solid bomb.
He could hit his own and
It's a
bump it
quarter.
a little bit. And certainly
Solid
get
bomb.
second shot.
What are you seeing
And
with
put
the end
a
or
few
the
more
out?
rocks in play for him to be able to
Okay.
promote. Lots of opportunities on this shot. Those two in the top,
Yeah, just had to
12
move
and
it.
8, are locked together a bit, so that's a bit of a concern for both
No,
teams.
it's a quarter.
I'm just trying to think this way. I'm just concerned with what she's.
Okay, here we go. He's going for it.
Should run fairly straight here, Sherry, and seen this a couple times already.
Lines up.
No! Clean! Whoa! Yes! 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 Hard! Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Very beautiful shot there.
Good shot. Perfect.
Carruthers making an awesome shot to sit one.
Yeah, it still gives Paterson an opportunity to get one in there for shot rock.
Good shot. Ended up being.
If you could put this right on the button, I think they'd have to make another double.
Exactly what we wanted it, right? I think we
Off the wings.
No. No, it doesn't bring me. Trying to get that to here. Hit high.
Go.
Like it. I like it.
Nothing there. Nothing there. That's what he's looking at. He might be able to get everything. He's just going to knock those two. He'll just get rid of those two. I don't.
Yeah.
Here's an opportunity to promote their own rock and maybe even make a double on the both Carruthers rocks.
There it goes.
Very precise shot.
Whoa. Push. No, no, never, 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 never.
Didn't come enough out of
Did get rid of that other stone in the rings on the
I thought
back
that was
right there.
seconds, but-
Still looking to see who's shot here. It's pretty important.
blue over here.
Okay.
Mike seems to think it's blue.
Big roll, aren't you? I mean, even if you rolled out, isn't that bad? What does he have right now?
So we're trying to.
He can eliminate one, but
Trying to stick it like here, then, boys.
yeah, where your feet are. Yeah. Just not here.
Yeah, you don't want this rock stopping on the back 4 foot here.
Yeah, what are you seeing for shape? You can throw either turn, to be honest. Hmm? Okay, same weight. Same that you.
I think he'd be better to roll out if he plays this shot.
Mike was saying that's not a bad outcome.
I'm just worried about this though. Like, if we roll right
Thank you,
here,
Sherry. I
that's-
didn't hear that.
Yeah. Well, nose isn't good either. Nose is bad. Like, it's almost worth not sticking. Like, even.
The other option Mike has is to hit that one blue one on the center line there and split those apart a little bit. A little bit delicate. Get a little bit of inside roll. It
That's not crazy.
does line up all three of his red rocks, but it lets him
Just not to,
sit
he'll come
1,
off
2,
his
and
own if you're deep.
Okay, let's stick to our shot. I'm gonna throw the same weight. If we stick it, great. But quarter, third. Okay.
not a simple
I think
shot
that's
here.
still too much.
He has considerable distance.
That's good. That's
Certainly
good.
does not want to leave this on his object rock side of the center line because that blue can be promoted back.
Last rock for Reed Carruthers here in the 8th end. And they do have the hammer.
Clean.
That's a good shot there. You like rolling right out. Nice delivery there by Reed. Good weight.
I mean, that's
throw.
the miss. You can't afford to hit that thick. Oh, I know.
The shot that I thought they should have played last time around.
With you, man.
Come to the 4-foot or just behind the 4-foot. Very difficult shot to get out now, being that those ones at the top of the house are locked together.
And not on a good angle.
No.
We kind of get that 7 out the rings. You can get out the rings if you hit that. But my point is, we hit here, we're screwed. We don't have a shot. I think we need to go balls out, boys, and go here. Let's be honest. This is this. Well, the miss is here.
Yeah. 14 and a half.
Dead on the button here would be the best outcome you can have. Certainly make the next shot very, very difficult.
So maybe here. Okay, yeah. What you throwing out, Mike? That's 14 and a half. I'm getting you. It's 14 and a half the tee.
Well, we've had some exciting curling here tonight and a couple of upsets that we weren't anticipating. Do have the semifinals here tomorrow morning at 8:15 and finals at 11:45.
Goal in. Pushed. Wide. Whoa.
Seen this turn hard in the past. Looks like lots of weight here. Hair behind the center line's not terrible.
Whoa.
As long as they're shot rock, it's might be difficult to roll that thing back, Sherry. If he's got to make sure he gets by the guard, he's got to get a pretty decent piece of that rock. It's fairly buried. Looking at it now to see whether they can push it back and try to lay two.
He wanted a 14.5 on that hog to hog, and that's exactly what I timed.
It's probably just there.
We were getting 15.5 before on that kind of line, and as you get out a little bit further, the 14.5 comes into play. But you know, the ice is holding up extremely well here, and certainly we haven't seen much of the frost creeping in.
I agree.
I probably only
Maybe it's
have
our
like,
beautiful Penticton weather.
I think it's yeah, and I mean,
Weather's been pretty nice here in Penticton, BC.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna
Little bit of rain
go at
today.
something. Okay. Yep. If I make that right now, it's the best shot and the roll.
I think it's there.
I think what Mike's thinking here, if you could hit this front rock, this blue one, he's going to get a little bit of spin out of that off of the red rock.
You don't want to
and
just touch it and not
perhaps get a piece
have
of
a
it.
bit of weight on it. Yeah, I'm not worried about killing this, but as long as we hit it low. So firm? Yeah, I realize that. I have to hit it low. It's just gonna raise. Firm weight right here. Well, yeah. There's a little bit of movement by the line. But they're thinking right here, I'll turn right there. Firm.
If you can hit this right, just go across the face a little bit.
Yeah, it's just there.
Get a little spin on this rock.
No, it's there.
Might get a portion of that rock on the back 4 foot.
I'm just trying to think how this is gonna run. So are you thinking right there? Okay. Just firm. is this there, boys?
I think if you look at that center line, if you look at that center line, if you come straight down.
1 point game here in the 8th. Getting kind of down to the nitty gritty here, Sherry.
2 rocks left for Carruthers. We'll see final stone for Paterson on the next throw.
The nice thing of that is
I think it's a good call here to try to unlock these rocks and maybe get a little piece of that blue one in the back end and hopefully move it back a bit. Got to get a little curl here.
Sweeper's letting it
Seem
curl.
to be coming up the center line a lot here. It's pretty much nose.
Oh,
Just misses it.
just misses that blue rock at the back of the button.
Didn't set up a very good angle for his next shot either.
That's got a little full, so.
I'm not.
I just don't want to give him a easy.
Oh, exactly.
I don't think you have to be right in the rings here, Sherry. You can put it up top there even here. He's got a little rub to move that red rock with the intern. Very difficult shot. Bring this in too far and leave it in the open. It would certainly be a bit of an issue.
Hey, boys, just get a good one here.
What do you think?
Let's get a good one here.
I think if we go full top 4 at a half stone buried, it's as good as you could
Let's
do.
not too much time.
what was that
Here.
noise?
It's almost edge on it.
It's a good one. Right.
Pressure on him.
What was it last time?
Took right there.
Same place? St. Max? Yeah. Okay.
Good year.
I guess they're seeing the triple here and opportunity for Carruthers' team to run that triple back and
Fraction off.
towards the shot rock.
Yeah, that run back is there.
Okay. Close the same. Yeah.
Last rock here for Team Paterson.
Really.
Question here is
Whoa.
if they can get that
Push.
nice finish they've been
Push.
getting on a few of these out turns.
Whoa.
That would
Whoa.
be nice.
Whoa. Gotta go, mate. Hard!
He did get the nice finish.
No.
Very nice shot.
Oh no, there's enough separation there. He's gonna come down. Or he's looking at the angle.
Just on the high side.
A couple of options here, I think, Sherry. And not sure he can get to the nose of that and make the double. Pretty difficult. Have to really skinny the red.
That last rock came in really nicely to sit right on top of the button.
Yeah, for sure, that's good.
Certainly did. This might be a good opportunity here to slash one in here and
Yeah, it's probably right there, eh?
make the double
It's right on the one.
or stick it for one.
It's the thin quarter. Yeah. No, that's too thin. This will go right through the hole. You want to hit it right here. Yeah, I know. It's always a little thinner. It's right there. We'll hit the 7.
So a little thinner than a quarter?
Yeah. Not here, though. It's got to be right there. Just going to ride that shelf out wide. Probably not too much. Might even back up on me. So we're looking at here. With a little bit of a backup. Okay.
Tricky last shot. Sigh. Oh my goodness.
Well thought out here, though. I mean, Mike is absolutely true. This has been a very, very straight turn for all the draws we've seen here.
Reed, just look where you got to hit it to make that other one in case it goes. Yeah, look at it, just in case. Come here, boys. Thin quarter.
Final rock here in 8th.
Mike just trying to go through his same routine as he does every time. See whether he touches his knee here. His foot well up in the hack there.
Yes!
Outrageous. What a great shot. Unfortunately, still gives Paterson the win with a single stone in the 4-foot. Nicely played by both teams.
Yeah, certainly that rock curled a little on him there. He wasn't expecting that, Sherry. But fabulous effort.
Very nicely played by both teams. Well, Cy, that concludes our broadcast for this evening. Thank you so much for being here with me and talking curling for 3 hours.
Thank you, Sherry. It's
Awesome.
been a pleasure working with you again, and look forward to tomorrow.
Awesome. From the Ashley Homestern Classic, thank you so much, and we'll talk again.
You bet, Sherry, from Penticton, British Columbia, Canada.